Nope.
Portrait mode. Here we go.
You're listening to the WPLH Miracle Marathon for Children's Wisconsin. Text WPLH to 51555 to make a donation.
And baseball is front and center in this next interview, Doreen, which is near and dear to your heart.
It is, yes, but first, let's get into the introductions here. We have Blake is the patient, but we're going to speak to Mom, Rebecca. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, along with Elsa, who is one of Blake's doctors, correct?
She is his neurosurgeon and our hero, really.
Well, let's start from the beginning. Tell us a little bit about your story and Blake and how you came to Children's.
Yeah, so this all started last January. Blake went to school on a Monday, just like any other day. He was happy, healthy, everything seemed normal to us. And I got a call from the school nurse about 11 o'clock that day saying, you know what, Blake has a headache, but we already sent him back to class because he doesn't have a fever, but his first grade teacher just said, you know what, something doesn't seem right. So I went to the school, got there within about 10 minutes, and by the time I got there, he was projectile vomiting. So I brought him home, and I thought, gosh, he just must have the stomach flu. We had just been on an airplane on a family vacation. But then he started exhibiting some unusual behavior. He took his shirt off, didn't want to watch TV, and what sick kid doesn't want to watch TV, right? And I remember thinking something's just not right and called our pediatrician. Luckily, she didn't have any appointments that day, so she said, you know what, put him in the car, take him to Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. And so that's what we did. He threw up 10 more times in the car on the way here. We live about 40 minutes away in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. And when we got here, they immediately placed an IV, at which point I still thought, oh, he just needs some fluids because he's sick, stomach flu. I would say things started escalating because we realized instead of he was falling asleep, I thought he was falling asleep, but really he was passing out.
Oh my gosh.
And so immediately the doctors put him in the CT scan, and I would say within 5 minutes of him being in the CT scan, I had one of the neurosurgery residents talking to me saying, your son needs to go into emergency brain surgery, his head is filling with fluid, we're not sure exactly why, but we need you to sign this piece of paper, and if you don't sign this piece of paper to go into surgery, your son will die.
How do you process that?
I mean, that was going within a matter of hours to everything is normal to my whole world was turned upside down. And one of the things I say is that you hear stories of other people having health challenges, but you never think that's going to be your family, right? So it was a real shock.
And Blake is 8 now. How long ago did this transpire?
This happened last year, so he was 7. Dr. Elsa, who's sitting next to me here, did the emergency surgery to put a tube into his brain to relieve that pressure, and that was just a temporary measure to save his life until we could figure out what was wrong. And so she and her team did so many tests over the next couple of days to figure out what was causing this hydrocephalus, this fluid being built up in his head, MRIs and lots of stuff.
Had you ever heard that word before?
The MRIs?
No, the hydrocephalus.
Hydrocephalus?
Yes.
No, I mean, I didn't even know what that meant. So that was
and now you're probably
crazy.
An expert.
Yeah, now I can tell you a lot of things about what happened.
And so, doctor, when this is all going on and you're relieving, getting rid of the fluid and helping relieve and save this Blake's life, do you know what is going on, what's causing this? Is it already in your thought process, like this is the next steps we're going to have to take?
Yes, we could see that there was an obstructive lesion or mass that was causing that obstruction and the fluid buildup. We didn't know exactly what that mass was, if that was a tumor, it was a different type of lesion, and what kind of tumor. So we had suspicions of what it could be based on the location and the appearance, but we needed to confirm. And so the additional tests, the MRIs, all those things were to get additional information for that next step, which would be the surgery to both confirm the diagnosis, having tissue for the pathology testing, and also to relieve that obstruction, to hopefully try and avoid other surgeries down the line for him.
things are going well for Blake now, I guess, and I know he's a big baseball fan, so, are we allowed to say his last name as well or not?
Yeah, sure.
Because he has a great baseball player
He's got a
name.
sports name, right?
Blake Baker, come on!
Watch out, Brewers. He might be the
Exactly.
future first baseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Elsa here did an 11-hour surgery and craniotomy to take that tumor out of his head, so I can't tell you how grateful we are for Children's Hospital and the fact that we have a place so close to our house that has all of these experts like Dr. Elsa who helped Blake, and really he wouldn't be here today without her.
And what is the prognosis?
He has a rare genetic disease called Tuberous Sclerosis Complex where he could develop tumors in multiple parts of his body, but now that we know he has this disease, we have a team of 15 to 20 doctors here that will be monitoring him ongoing for the rest of his life. We come for EEGs and we come for MRIs and we do all the scans, but hopefully so that we will never be in an emergency situation again.
And that's one of the things that we talk about at Children's here is that you have this team. I mean, you can see this long list of 15 to 20 names, and they all work together with each other to make it easy for you. So whether you're coming 40 minutes or 5 minutes away or whatever, that your appointments can be scheduled at the same time to make it most convenient. It's pretty incredible. Is that your experience?
Yeah, and there's actually a group here called the Complex Care Group for kiddos who do have a lot of doctors. So you get a contact, and then that person will help you so that you're not calling central scheduling trying to do all of this yourself. There is a dedicated person that will help you to schedule all of the appointments and try to minimize the amount of school that Blake misses, that kind of thing.
We've seen these teams in action before because Doreen and I have been in the operating rooms, we've been in the ICUs, and you guys do a great job, doctor. We really appreciate that. And for you as a mom of a patient like Blake, do you have anything to say to the folks who contribute money to help Children's Wisconsin do their job?
Yeah, I would just say that, like I said earlier, you never think your family is going to be the one that needs this, and I hope that's never the case, but you may need the services of Children's Hospital someday, and so, donating, if you have $1, if you have $20, if you have $100, it doesn't matter the amount, every little bit helps, and we're just so grateful for all of the care that we've received here. I can't say enough positive things about this hospital and the care that you will receive here.
Right.
That's right. So your support ensures that children can continue providing life-saving care, not just today, but for future generations, for kids like Blake, for your kids, your grandkids. So if you can find it in your heart to donate, now is the time. We have a power burst going on right now.
Yeah, we do. So any donation that you make will be instantly doubled by the folks sponsoring this Power Hour, the folks at Tri-City Bank, Tri-City National Bank, and so go ahead and donate.
And that includes becoming a Miracle Club member. So if it makes it easy, it takes it out for you every month. You become a Miracle Club member and support such a great cause. We appreciate you both being with us and telling us Blake's story.
Thank you. We're honored to be here. And again, Dr. Elsa here is our hero, so thank you, Dr. Elsa, for coming.
Thank you for being here.
Get to your phones, make some donations. Let's get Blake Baker to the big leagues someday, playing first base for the Brewers, and also other kids, just helping them have just a normal lifestyle as they continue to grow up. It's the 27th Miracle Marathon presented by Mars Family Foundation with Milwaukee's Hometown Morning Show on 96.5 WKLH.